All right. Let's see how we're doing here. All right. Looks like we're up and running. All right. So, looks like my internet connection is crappy, though. But hopefully it holds out for this. So, yeah, yesterday I talked about shooting at a theme park. And kind of its relevance towards Vegas. I think the point got a little lost there, as far as I know, as somebody I talked to said they didn't really get what I was trying to say here. So I'm going to play this right now, and then I'll explain a little bit of it. This is an updated broadcast, so it's done a day ago or whatever. So kind of gives a little context here.
There was a shooting at Not Very Farm.
Go back.
Now, where these people are is across the street in the parking garage.
Oh my God, we gotta go.
We begin with breaking news at 11 o'clock. Panic at the park after reports of shots fired just outside Knott's Berry Farm. Hundreds of terrified guests rushing for the exits over fears of an active shooter. Police now saying a young man was injured by some type of gunfire. Reporter Jory Rand live in Buena Park with new video and the latest information. Jory.
Mark, there are two parts to this story. One, of course, is the gunshot victim, as it sounds like a drive-by shooting happened outside the gates of the park. The other part.
I love the little iPod buds sticking out of his ear. Things come a long way, apparently.
This story.
And I'm not a big fan of ABC, but, whatever.
Is all of those guests who are inside the park on a busy Friday night sent into a panic, stampeding towards the exits. People didn't know which direction they were running, we're told, and people just started losing. Children trying to find their way out, people falling down, getting injured. We have video from Air 7 HD as well as on the ground of.
So that's important. That's where I'm trying to hit home here, as far as panic, the way people panic. And, yeah, I'll explain it at the end.
What happened here, but a lot of people got scared really quickly as word trickled through the park that there may have been a shooting. We talked to people.
There you go. Word trickled through the park. It's a game of telephone, man. One person tells another person. That person gets on a radio, tells another person. Maybe somebody calls somebody, tells somebody. Next thing you know, everybody is just losing their fucking minds.
They just saw people running. Didn't know.
See, that's important.
Itself. We are told
that's important right there. What he just said, whatever the hell he just said, the people start running, other people start running. Before you know it, everybody's in a panic. It's chaos. Everybody's losing their shit.
Orange County Fire Authority says they took a young man to the hospital suffering from a gunshot wound, considering him a trauma patient. We are now awaiting his status. We're also told there were several other injuries in the park, though they were considered minor. Some people having.
Now I'll explain this in a few, but apparently a dude was shot in the shoulder, and it really wasn't near the park.
Panic attacks, other people spraining ankles as they tried to escape. We talked to people who said they had to climb through bushes and bramble trying to escape parks, climbing over fences. Authorities here.
They didn't have to. That's kind of false reporting. They did, but they didn't have to.
Quickly evacuating the park, but it took a long time to get people outside. Some were sheltering in place inside the park. We talked to several families tonight, one of whom who lost a little girl in the chaos. A large family drove down from Los Angeles to help out and try and find her. Take a listen to what people experienced here tonight.
And everyone loves using that damn story. I don't know. Everyone keeps talking about that same family.
We're just at the Ferris wheel enjoying it with the family, me, my wife, my kids,
all
and my
right.
daughter. We just hear a pop.
The homie.
Just see two gentlemen just run across the street, and I guess that's where it actually happened. like the movies. Everybody was running. Then I had to run too, and my little daughter just started crying.
And then everyone was like, run, run, run. And then everyone started panicking. Kids are getting lost. And like, it was just like scary, you know, because we didn't know what was going on.
They were running like.
There you go. We didn't know what was going on. We just started running. Crazy.
Disappeared.
Everywhere, like you couldn't tell like if you were running towards the exit or like to where to hide. She saw people like falling on top of each other, and she just like run for her life.
Okay, so that last family is the family that drove down from Los Angeles. That little girl was located. She is back with her family again tonight as we take a live look from Air 7 over.
All right, now this is going to be important, this map here. I mean, you know, the overhead.
Head at the MD Park on this, what was a busy Friday night. Not how.
All right. So this is the park. This place is fucking massive. I mean, compared to the shitty little map that I was showing yesterday. But one guy was right here. Actually, no. He was up here. Yeah, he was right up here. He ran the cell phone footage I showed yesterday. He ran right here. And that's where he ended up. The other person was, I believe, right here. I believe that stage is right here, looking across there. The shooting happened off screen. It's not even on the screen here. It's it's a little ways away. Let's continue this. But it gives you an idea of the scope. This place is pretty massive, right? So this person here didn't hear shit. This person here didn't hear shit.
Is to a close here to start the weekend. Again, several injuries from people trying to escape the park tonight, sprained ankles, panic attacks, things like that. But Buena Vista police tell us Buena Park police, those are minor except for that one gunshot victim that was taken to the hospital, now considered a trauma patient. But again, a very scary situation here at Knott's Berry Farm.
Don't care who you are.
Hello, I'm.
All right. So that was fun. Let's get off this real quick. Let's get back to the map. And I'll explain what happened. Again, I don't know why this Miss Knott's thing is showing up, but whatever. All right. So this is the park. And helicopter must have been up here somewhere, up on the top, looking down. The dude who was in one of the cell phone videos yesterday was right about here. He ran back here. And the other guy was, let's see, where is it? Damn it, stop doing shit like that. That's the stage, so he was right about here. Or here somewhere. He's around this area here. All right, so those people didn't hear the bullets, obviously. Like I said, I just played that so you got some scope. Get an idea of what's going on there. Layers. What's this about? No, don't want to do that. All right, so shooting. I went down here today, talked to some of the employees. Found out what had actually happened, at least according to them. There's a person shot in the shoulder and by somebody in a car. Person in the car was right about here. They shot the person somewhere around here. They said it was at this McDonald's. This is a massive McDonald's. This is a pretty big McDonald's for a McDonald's. It's huge, and because it's right next to the theme park, guess they made a big one. So this person shot over here somewhere, shot a kid right in front of this McDonald's or somewhere around this McDonald's. They just said the McDonald's. Considering the news was not at this McDonald's, I'm guessing that means that the person was not actually inside this McDonald's. The person was somewhere around the area of the McDonald's. There's a sidewalk that goes along the street here. Dude was probably walking along that street most likely. Now, the reason they probably don't have to give out a license plate number or car or anything like that is because they probably know exactly who did this. I have a pretty good idea, at least a general idea of the little crew that was running around in this area that probably did this or had something to do with it. Either they were the one that was shot or the ones that were driving by. I'm guessing probably the ones that were driving by, most likely. And so anyway, person was shot over here. This dude did not hear shit. Nobody around here heard shit. Did not hear that gunfire. We had a kid yesterday on here say that, one of the videos say he heard the gunfire. Yeah, I don't fucking believe him. It's possible. He could have been outside the park somewhere over here, something like that. This is all parking area for this park. This is all parking area for this park. So it is possible, I guess. He could have been somewhere in the area around here, could have heard the gunshots go off. That is possible. That is very possible. But the whole point of this is to show you how panic happens, right? And this is something I didn't even really expect to find within this. Just all of a sudden, somebody shoots probably half a mile away from you. You don't have to really worry about it. It's probably a small caliber handgun, most likely. They're shooting it out of a car, not out of a building. So chances are just a little, some little handgun of some kind. And I greatly doubt anybody within this park heard that gunshot go off. Not with all those rides going off and all the noise and stuff like that. I mean, this place is loud. So I greatly doubt it. And I guarantee this fucking dude didn't hear it. This dude didn't hear it. But you had all those people panicking, running, going crazy because of that. What I understand from the person I talked to is basically it was just a game of telephone. Everybody started calling everybody saying someone's shooting out here and all that sort of bullshit. Next thing you know, people in here saying someone's shooting in here. And everyone starts panicking. Everyone starts freaking out. Everyone starts running for the exit. So what does this have to do with Vegas? We had a lot of reports of shootings at other places, a lot of people freaking out in places that had nothing to do with the Vegas shooting whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying that this is there's a strong possibility that, the knucklehead saying that, that all the shootings at other hotels was just basically panic, people panicking. I could explain pretty much all the shooting outside of the venue. Directly outside the venue, it's pretty easy to explain most of that, as most people don't know the difference between sonic cracks and actual muzzle blast, gunfire, stuff like that. So I can explain away a lot of stuff as far as when it comes to people saying that they felt they were being chased and stuff like that. It would probably sound like that if the bullets are getting closer to you, because at times, I mean, when the guy's spraying and praying as the crowd's running, he's shooting all over the damn place, I'm guessing. So I can understand that. I can actually, to me, that makes more sense than a shooter on the ground, running around with these people, especially with the cops everywhere. And of course, nobody has seen, a weapon in any body cam, any cell phone cam, anything. Nobody's seen anything except for the cops holding their guns. But otherwise, nobody's seen shit. And then, but when it comes to other hotels, let's say the Bellagio, which is a popular one. We'll say, the Hard Rock, I believe, was another one. We got the kid who says he saw, gunfire on one of the bridges. And that goes between, I believe, Excalibur and New York. That one I cannot explain. I cannot explain that at all. What he saw, what he witnessed. But, as far as the Bellagio, the testimony from that, that's actually very interesting. Can't really explain that one away because, you know, there's a person that thought nothing was really going on, didn't know there was a shooting down the street, and all of a sudden, you know, all hell breaks loose. She says she hears gunfire. Uh, Not really too sure about that. You know, when you start hearing witnesses saying they heard gunfire, that's a little crazy. That's a little extreme. Some of the people hiding, stuff like that, you know, is when we hear uh, some of the statements with, or well, 911 calls actually, where we hear people hiding in their wherever their workplace is, a restaurant, shopping mall, district, whatever. We hear them saying stuff like that they're hearing the gunfire, stuff like that. I mean, I could easily see panic leading to something like that. You know, I can see signs being knocked down. I can see all kinds of shit being dropped on the floor. I can just see all kinds of crazy crap going on. But this here, I just want to show how something, you know, that wasn't even close, was nowhere near the event or nowhere near the panic. The event that happened in this area caused panic throughout this entire area, caused everybody to start running and freaking the fuck out all at once. So, I mean, to me, this wasn't what I expected to find, but it's what I found. So, I just want to come on here, explain that a little bit. That when it comes to people panicking, people freaking the fuck out, yeah, we have an event here that, you know, people were definitely freaking the fuck out. And, you know, this son of a bitch probably, I don't know, it's probably a mile away from the guy that was running in one of the videos. Probably half a mile away from this guy. I don't know. Some of that nature. I don't have a scale on this, so, you know, whatever. Unless that's what, no, that's not what that is. So, just want to come on here and share that, explain a little bit about where I was going with that yesterday in case somebody didn't get it, didn't understand it, what was going on. But yeah, that's about it. You know, like I said, panic happened in this area, but the gunfire was in this area. Wasn't even close. Was nowhere close. And we're talking about right after the 4th of July too, man. So shit's going off everywhere, man. People blowing shit up all over the fucking place. And so, yeah. So people lost fucking minds that night. So it's easy to see how panic spreads. And that's what this kind of let me know. Anyways, that's about it. Stay safe out there. Don't panic. It's all good. And see you on the next one.